Emily. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another Brandy Melville haul. This is everything I bought in Brandy Melville in Italy. So my boyfriend and I spent some time in Italy last Euro summer, and I've been putting off doing this haul until now just because it's kind of a task. This is not going to be a try on haul. I'm just going to show you guys. I'm just going to hold up the things and talk about where we got them, maybe a little bit about our trip, but it's just going to be a Brandy Melville haul of me showing you items that we bought in Italy. Now, I did do another haul just before. Let me show you all the stuff I talked about. This is everything we bought in England, France, and Amsterdam. So if you're interested in seeing my rest of Europe haul, it's going to be the video up before this one on my live streams. That was the last live stream I did, but this live stream is all going to be about Italy specifically because Brandy Melville is an Italian brand, so they have a lot of stores around Italy, especially lots of them in Rome, but most Italian major cities have a Brandy Melville, so I got lots of things on this trip and I'd love to share them with you guys. If you're wondering what I'm wearing right now, this top is from the Bondi Brandy Melville store, as you may or may not be able to tell by my accent. I'm Australian, I live in Sydney. Bondi is my local store, so this is a shirt that I got at Bondi. It's like one of Camp Cove, which if you live in Sydney or if you know, it is a beach in Sydney, and then underneath I'm wearing this little Brandy kind of like hearts tank top, just because I like how the red ties in with the red in my hair at the moment while I still have red hair, so I like that the strap matches my hair. And then the pants that I'm wearing are just from Lululemon, actually. They are these scuba pants. I think they're in the high-waisted style just because that feels pretty high-waisted to me, and they are in the scuba knit, which means they're super soft, and they have the flared pant legs, so they're like long at the bottom. Anyway, let's get into my Italian Brandy Melville haul because it's all sitting on my bed and I would love to show you guys. So I'll show you guys all the badges that we got from our trip and all the stickers at the end, just because we got heaps of stickers and badges and stuff, because every single time we went into a Brandy store we would pick up, like, if we didn't have a badge, I would pick up a badge. So I ended up with like 2 handfuls worth of badges from all of our travels all over Europe. This is not specific to Italy, but most of the badges I would say are from Italy. And then I have heaps of stickers. I've just like left them in a whole pile. So we'll talk about that in this video as well. There's literally like a chunk of stickers. Anyway, so that will be discussed later. This is something random that I wanted to show you guys from my previous video, but I forgot to share with you guys in my England video. It's not from Brandy, but I bought this keyring when I was in England and I'm obsessed with it. And I was thinking of hanging it on one of the tote bags that I got in England from Brandy Melville. It's just a little heart-shaped Union Jack. Hearts are like my favorite, so that was like perfect. And then it's got a little red mailbox, and I liked that it was, oh my gosh, that looks like the sticker's gonna fall off. Oh, I stuck it back down. Phew. Anyway, I like that it's red because like, it's just so like London. And then it has a little gold Big Ben and a little silver big bus. So I just thought it was like the absolute most perfect version of all the London keyrings they were selling at the Camden markets. This is like the most London for Emily. So yeah, really stoked with that keyring. It's so cute. Anyway, let's get into the Italian stuff. So I guess I'm going to start from Milan because we were in Milan first. We flew from Amsterdam to Milan and lost our suitcases along the way, but then they found them eventually. This is a long tank top. So it's kind of similar to some of the tank tops that I got in England. However, this one is full length and it just says Milano on the front. It's super cute. The Milan Brandy Melville, obviously Milan is like the fashion capital of Italy, and it was actually a very decent store. They had heaps of super unique stuff. If I lived in Milan, I'd be there all the time. It was super fun in there, but I just got one tank top and then I also got one t-shirt to like celebrate being in Italy. I'd seen this on Pinterest heaps and I knew I wanted to get this before we went on the trip, so I was stoked to finally get it. It's kind of like the same cut as this shirt that I'm currently wearing, except it is a lighter blue. It's got that same like off the shoulder kind of style. However, this one I feel like is like cropped at the bottom as well. Like, see how this is like a raw hem? They've like snipped this in the store. They haven't snipped the bottom of this one, so it's a little bit longer. But again, it's super cute with like the off the shoulder kind of boat neck kind of raw style. And then it just says Italia in white letters, in like kind of like a collegiate style. Yeah, I just think it's really cute. And I'd seen this on Pinterest, so I've been wanting to get this in this color because apparently I was like, why is everything in Italy this color? Like this is not on their Italian flag. Like, what does this color mean to them? And I asked my friend who lives in Italy and she said, it's because their soccer team is this color. So duh. And then it made sense to me because like, as an Australian, our flag's colors are like, we have a blue flag with like a red Union Jack on it with like white stars all over it. And so I was like, you know, it makes sense. As Australians, our flag is like red, blue, and white. But we always wear, in sporting events, green and gold. So they wear blue for their sporting events, even though it's not on their flag. Anyway, here's the tag if that matters to you or if it makes any difference. Yeah. I don't know if it was supposed to be cropped at the bottom as well, if they missed it, or if it's supposed to be left long, but I don't really care. I think it's really cute. And I felt like when I got this, I was living my Pinterest Euro summer. My dream of having a Euro summer was like coming true. I was so stoked to have made the Euro trip happen because it's just like, I don't know, it was such like an achievement. Like I'd saved up for it and I was finally getting to see Europe. I hadn't been to Europe before by myself. So, I mean, I went when I was like a child, when I was 12, to see our relatives because we have relatives that live in England. But that was like, my mum and dad took me. This was like, I was taking myself and it was really fun. Okay, next, after going to Milan, then we went to Florence. So this is what I got in Florence. Actually, we did a day trip from Milan to Lake Como. I'll show you what I got in Lake Como. I just got 3 things because I loved Lake Como. It was probably one of my favorite places we went in Italy. It was so beautiful and the weather was cloudy and grey. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to have ugly pictures of the grey sky. It's grey today. I hate a grey weather picture. I love it when the sun is shining in my pictures. Nothing makes me happier. If you go to my Instagram, I try and only post pictures when the sun is shining because it just like, the sun, it's just like, oh, it's so beautiful to me. And so I was like, oh no, we're going to have grey pictures at Lake Como. I wanted to come here my whole life. It's from Star Wars and it's going to be grey. So we went to like the villa. I'm going to butcher the name, so I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not going to say it. The villa that's in Star Wars, we went there and I was so excited. And when we got to the villa, the sun finally came out. So just while we're at the villa, it's beautiful. And then it was like cloudy all day before that. And then we had a beautiful sunset because the sun had come out. So, it was like the best time ever. Anyway, I loved Lake Como. So I got heaps of stuff from their brandy. Their brandy, the workers there were so lovely. And I really wanted to buy the perfume while we were in Europe, the Brandy Melville perfume. And none of the shops sold it. And then the lady at Lake Como store, she was like, oh, if you'd called, I could have ordered it and it would have been here in 3 days. But we didn't have multiple days in Lake Como. So it was such a shame. But she was super, super lovely. And the Lake Como store, they had a dog wandering around. It was so cute. The dog was like, he had a little bed behind the counter and he was so cozy and he was super friendly to all the customers. It totally made the experience so fun. Anyway, the lady working there was lovely. I got this shirt, which is kind of like this one again, where it's cropped at the top and the bottom and it just says Lake Como. And then I got the same print. So I'll describe the print on this one. This is kind of like a more thick style strap tank top and it says Lake Como on the top in this like kind of bold font, and then it says 1991. There's a little anchor in the middle, and then it says Italy. And what I love about the Lake Como print is it's so Lake Como with a little like anchor and stuff. I like how they've done something a little bit different, whereas it's not just like the words. Not that I'm anti the words. I think it's really cute. Obviously, I've got a bunch of clothes with just the word of the place on it, and to me, I'm like, yeah, I went there. It was fun, and it's like, I don't know, it's like the memory to me. But I like that they put a little anchor on it. Adds a little, I don't know, it makes it even better. And then this is so cute. This is a little white tank top and it just has this pink scalloped edge that is like embroidered in. And then it says embroidered on the front, Lake Como 1991 with a little anchor in the middle. And if you saw in my last haul, I actually went to Saint Tropez. There isn't a Brandy Melville at Saint Tropez. I bought that Saint Tropez shirt somewhere else along the trip. But the Saint Tropez shirt is like this one, the same kind of style of tank top, the same embroidery, just in blue. And so I love that I have a little blue version of Saint Tropez, which was one of my favorite places in France. And then this one of Lake Como, which was one of my favorite places in Italy. It's so like, oh, my favorites. Anyway, that was beautiful. And I know, why did I get 3 tops for the same place? I'm supposed to be getting a top to represent each location, but I couldn't choose. And I thought I may as well just get them all. I may as well just treat myself. And then I can always give them to a friend when I come back as a souvenir. Like I can choose like a friend that would really suit one if I do want to give one away. Like they're still cute tops. My sister would gladly take any of these tops from me, which one of them is definitely going to be going to her because I'll show you later. I couldn't choose a cut. Anyway, we'll get into it. Next we went to Florence after, oh my gosh, I'm having such a fun time doing this haul because I'm excited to finally wear these clothes that I've put aside to talk about for ages. But I'm also like, oh, it was such a fun memory. I really did have a great time. Shout out to my boyfriend for going with me. So this is the top I got in Florence. I don't know what this tag just fell out of nowhere from. It's another brandy tag, sorry. Oh, guys, I've forgotten to show you guys pictures of all the different tags. I was on such a good kick of showing you all the tags as though it helps someone. I hope it helps someone. Anyway, this is the shirt I got in Florence. They had a bunch of shirts in Florence, and I was umming and ahhing about all of them. And I'm kind of like, I didn't want to get too many shirts with this off the shoulder style, but this one I just had to get because I love the way that this like little emblem is in the middle. It's like, I guess it's like the emblem of Florence. But yeah, it says for, I don't even know how to pronounce it in Italian. Firenze. I'm sorry, guys. I'm obviously not an Italian speaker. But we had a great time in Florence. Food there was great. We had fun, but I liked this top the most out of all the different brandy Florence themed tops. It's a slightly different font to this one. This is like a little bit more elongated. This is a little bit more like wide, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? This one seems narrower. Anyway, I liked this top because of the emblem in the middle. And I was umming and ahhing between heaps of tops, and my boyfriend was like, be so for real. You're going to get the one with the little emblem in the middle because it's the most like different. And I was like, you're right. It's the most like unique to Florence. And I wanted to get something that was like Florence or Rome or like wherever we were at that moment. So you're right. Shout out to my boyfriend. He was right. It's the most unique to Florence. And I think it's actually a really cute top. It reminds me of our time in Florence. It was so fun going to all the different museums. I'm a bit of a museums kind of gal. So like everywhere we went, I was like, we must visit these museums. And I forced my boyfriend to go to all these museums that I had like studied up about. I had a huge list everywhere we were going of like where I wanted to eat, what I wanted to like see, streets that I wanted to wander down because I'd like plotted everything. It was kind of nuts. Anyway, next let's talk about Rome. So this is where all of this stuff is from. Oh my gosh, so exciting. I'm so excited to wear these things. So first of all, my favorite, like, I don't say attraction because that sounds silly. Monument, icon of Rome, my favorite thing that people go to Rome to see. It's like, you know, like the Harbour Bridge or the Opera House. Which one's your favorite out of the Harbour Bridge or the Opera House? I want to say the bridge for me because I cross it all the time and it's such a useful part of my actual life. But maybe the Opera House is prettier. But I actually love them both. They're such a part of like Sydney. You know, they're so Sydney. I actually really love Sydney. I know a lot of people that live in Sydney are sick of Sydney. I love my city. I'm a Sydney girl. Anyway, this is back to the plot. Okay, when we were in Rome, Rome had a bunch of Brandy Melvilles, and I got different things at like all the Brandy Melvilles. So this is an accumulation of like all the different stores, but we did go to every single store in Rome. Shout out to my boyfriend for going with me. Anyway, this is a little tote bag. It's super duper cute. It's of the Trevi fountain, and this print you'll see again because I was indecisive and decided to get heaps of this print. Anyway, I got the tote bag. Did I need another tote bag? Absolutely not, but I got one. Next, I got 2 shirts of the Trevi fountain because on one day, I bought one shirt and it was like off the shoulder. It's like a giant oversized long shirt. And I was like, that's so cute. Off the shoulder, and it's like this cream color and it's got the Trevi fountain on it. And then the next day, we're at a different brandy and I found this shirt, which is the uncut version of the same print. But I don't know if you can tell the difference. These prints are different. They're different because this one is more like contrasting and a clearer print, like it's more bold. Whereas this one, it's a little bit more washed looking. It's a little bit more faded. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they're slightly, you can tell, even on this camera, which is my phone screen. You can see that this one's bolder and this one's more faded looking. And this one's like a little bit more like, you know, worn in vibes. And this one's a little bit more like t-shirt vibes. Look, I'm not sure which one I'm going to keep, but the one I don't keep, I know my sister will wear it. So one of those is a gift for my sister. Lucky girl. She gets all the ones that I decide not to keep for myself, and she's going to get free clothing. So lucky for her. These are the shoe tags. This is the one with the collar. This is the one that has been snipped. Next, from Rome, I have a couple of random bits. This is a scrunchie that I bought in Rome, which is super cute. Let me show you these skirts at the same time, actually. So this scrunchie is so cute because I like the little like flower design on it. I haven't worn it yet, even though a lot of this stuff I've put in a bag and not worn recently because I've been waiting to haul it, but also because my hair obviously is a fantasy color right now. It's bright red. And so if I wore this right now, it would be stained and I don't want to damage it like that. So I'm waiting till my hair is like a natural color again. And I think this is going to be a really pretty scrunchie. I really liked the oversized scrunchie trend. I felt like I saw so many people wearing it while we were in Europe. And I'm sure that the trend will be over by the time my hair is like not a fantasy color anymore. But the thing is, it just really dresses up like a bun or a ponytail. Like if you have a ponytail and you just have it up like this, it's just a ponytail, right? It's fine. It's just like a plain normal ponytail. But if you have a ponytail and you tie it up with this, it all of a sudden adds like a little like, I don't know, it really dresses up a ponytail by adding just one simple hair accessory, especially like a giant hair accessory like this, especially like oversized. It really adds something to the hair, I think. So yeah, I really like the look of this, and I saw a couple of girls wearing like giant scrunchies like this recently, especially when we were in Europe that time, and it was like, ooh, I want to get into that. Now I have this skirt. I feel like I have it in just black and maybe grey, yes. So I have this skirt already in black and grey, and it's a really decent skirt. I really like about this skirt is like, it's a very thick material, as you can tell. It's a very sturdy skirt, like very high quality. It comes with an extra button on the inside, as you can see. I think it's called the Dana skirt. This is what the tag looks like, if that helps anyone. But I believe it's called the Dana skirt. Anyway, I found it in one of the Rome Brandy Melvilles that was like multi-story in 3 different colors, and you better believe I got them all because they're so cute. It's just like the perfect pleated skirt. Now, something I don't like about pleated skirts is if it flares out too much like this. Does that make sense? I don't like when a skirt is like very flouncy. So I got this one in a kind of tweed pattern. It's like a brownie tweed with a blackened kind of like lighter brown through it. Really cute, quite neutral. I think it'll be cute to go with many of these tops or different tops as well. But a lot of my Brandy stuff, I feel like anything from Brandy can match with anything else from Brandy, and it's pretty easy to like pair. What is this? Oh, these are some tags that fell off some of the Brandy stuff that I wanted to show you guys for vibes. This is what I meant by in my last video, like St. George. Some of it's like an extra small and some of it's a small. Like they have sizes at St. George, which is Brandy's sister brand, and they sell like, it's a bit more like mature. It's like Brandy's all grown up kind of stuff. This is another tag. I don't even know what that was from. Sorry. This I actually didn't get in Italy. I actually got this in England, but I put it with the skirt. So I guess I'm showing it in this haul, but they did have this in Italy as well. And they probably have this in Australia, but I wanted to buy it while I was there. This is kind of like a wrap skirt. Let me show you how to put it on. So this one's obviously the white version. I was kind of looking for a new white skirt because I have a white skirt, but I've like worn it to death and it's kind of not the best material because I got it at like a costume shop. So it's just like this. It's like one long skirt. And there's 3 buttons here, so you can kind of adjust it to the size. So you just, it says J-Gal on the inside, if that helps anyone. So you just fold this over and then you adjust it to whatever one. So I'm going to put it on like the middle button. And so that adjusts how tight it is on you. And then you just fold this over the front and you can just button it on the matching middle one over there. And so that's how you adjust how like tight or loose you want the skirt, or high or low, because I think that if you put it on the tightest setting, you could probably hike it up and have a little bit, not high-waisted, but like higher-waisted. You don't want it to be too high-waisted. Like, let's be real. It's not the longest skirt ever. It's only like the length of like that much. And then if you want it lower-waisted, you could put it on the lower one so that it sits more low on the hip. But yeah, it's super cute. Plain white skirt in like a really nice, decent, thick material. And I also like how, because this is like quite a high quality, decent, thick material, the pleats, the way they sit, doesn't really like flounce up in like a cheaper material way. It's got some weight to it. So I really like that. It's not like the flattest sitting material ever though, but it's like, it lays, because Brandy Melville quality is like a slightly higher quality fabric, like it's actually real material. Yeah, it's 60% cotton. Instead of being 100% polyester, it just lays differently on the body, and I just feel like I really like the way that their clothes sit on me. So that's that. Looked a bit flouncy there for a second. Was not into that. And then this is the last one, which is like a pinstripe, which is so cute. And I actually have a blazer that I think this will look really cute with, from Q, which is like an Australian kind of like workwear brand for women. Anyway, this is just like the pleated skirt again, but in a slightly different material. This one, it's a little bit, I don't say thinner, but like, see how this is a little bit more like, not canvasy, but like a thicker material. This one is a little bit thinner. It doesn't feel cheap or anything. It's just like a little bit, this one's like a little bit almost denim-y, and this one's a little bit more like blazery. I hope that makes sense. They're just slightly different materials. And then this one's like thicker, as though it's like matching a coat. Anyway, they're all really cute, and I love all the denim skirts, not denim skirts, all the pleated skirts I got. All 3 of them. I felt really naughty and excessive when I got them, but like, you know what? I had so much fun. Okay, this is the next stuff that I got from Rome. These are 2 more like Rome-related things. So this is obviously a very famous artwork that is in Italy. We went to see it, and yeah, that's all I really have to say. It was cool. sorry, I don't really have that much else to say. It's just like another like very iconically Rome t-shirt that they had. It's kind of oversized, same as that like Trevi Fountain one that I showed you. It's kind of like this off-white, kind of creamy grayish kind of color, like they're the same color, and it's just got this black and white print of this artwork on it. Sorry, I'm forgetting the name of the artwork as we speak, but yeah, it just says Roma on it. And then the last one that I got that's specifically Rome related is this tank top, which is kind of ironic. So I have this tank top from England in white from the Chilsons Cafe, and in grey from, it just says London, England. And then I have this one from Rome, and it just says Roma with the Colosseum, which is ironic because we got robbed at the Colosseum. So I'm kind of traumatized when I look at this top because it reminds me of getting robbed, which is fine. But I kind of look at this and go, oh my gosh. Anyway, that's the Colosseum on it, and it says Roma. We got robbed there at nighttime, so the Colosseum was really lit up like this. We were eating pizza. This was our actual view of the Colosseum as we were getting robbed, and it was black around like this top. I kind of have a little bit of like getting robbed trauma, but it's fine. That's a tag, and this is a tag for the last one. I don't want to go into that too much. Anyway, this is what I got in the Amalfi Coast. So there is a secret Brandy Melville store. I can't remember what it's called, but if you search up secret Brandy Melville store Amalfi Coast, you'll find it. So while we were in the Amalfi Coast, we went to a bunch of the like seaside towns down there. It was super beautiful. We went and stayed near Positano at Nocelle. It was so beautiful up there. Really one of the like nicest places I've ever stayed. It was super populated. My boyfriend and I were not coping with the crowds. It was just like a lot of people, but we still had fun. We liked going to the beach and like swimming and that kind of stuff, so that was fun. And the actual place was like just such a unique place, so it was really fun. Anyway, yeah, so we went to Amalfi one of the days. We went to Sorrento, and we did a day at Capri, which was like such a dream of mine. I bought something at Louis Vuitton there, and it was so fun. I felt like so bougie going around on a boat at Capri. And then we also went to Ravello, which was so beautiful. We watched like an engagement every 2 days, I swear. There was like engagements happening everywhere. Anyway, this is what I got at the last Brandy Melville store we went to in Europe. I was sad that there was no Brandy Melville in Athens. I think while we were in England, I saw a t-shirt that had like some sort of Greek landmark, and it said Athens, and I wish I'd bought it because at that time I thought, oh, I'll get it when I'm at the Athens store, and then only later on in the trip did I realize there is no store in Athens. There's no Brandy Melville in Greece, which seriously surprised me because I just expected there would be, because every other country we'd been to had a brandy, and I just assumed that there's brandy all over Europe. Brandy only came to Australia more recently compared to Europe, but anyway, yeah, I was surprised about that. So this is a hat that I got. I was umming and ahhing out of a couple of different designs, but this is one I settled on. I just felt like it was the most versatile. It's a cream colored cap. It says Amalfi Coast on the top in a embroidered script that is a navy color. The peak of the cap is like a faux kind of suede leathery material, and there is a leather strap on the back that is adjustable with this little brass piece. It says 3 Golfs Regatta on the back. I'm not sure what that is referring to, but I would search it up later. It says YC with a little anchor there, like yacht club, I'm assuming. But yeah, super cute little hat. I hope that I get to wear it. It just says Brandy Melville and the like little tag on the inside. What else do I want to say about it? Oh yeah, on the inside of the peak, it is this darker green, so I like that it's like a bit of blue, bit of green. It's quite cute. And I feel like it's just like quite a neutral hat. Like surely I can wear this with lots of stuff. What else do I want to say about it? I haven't worn it much yet because my hair is red and it stains everything. So when my hair is back to its natural color, I'll probably wear this more because I don't want to stain everything just because my hair is currently red. But yeah, that's what the back looks like. And I also love that this has the little anchor on it because when we were in the Amalfi Coast, in the town of Amalfi itself, there was a lot of like nautical themes, I felt. I mean, all of the Amalfi Coast, yes, but in Amalfi town specifically, we went into this really nice kind of like boat shop. I don't want to say boat shop. They had like knots and little things that you'd use for your boat, and it was just such a cute, very nautical vibe. I don't know, I'm not using the right words because I'm not like a boat owner, but it was like really like cute. So it kind of reminds me of that. Anyway, and then also when we were there, obviously the Amalfi Coast, lemons everywhere. It's all about the lemons. And also while we were there, it was 2025. the Summer of Butter Yellow. So out of all the tops there, I was umming and ahhing, and I end up getting this yellow Amalfi Coast baby tee. Yellow is actually my favorite color. So even when the yellow trend is dead and gone, yellow will still be my favorite color, even though I rarely wear it. I think this might be like one of 2 yellow t-shirts I own now, this being the second. It's just not a color that I wear very much of, but I think this is a flattering color and hopefully doesn't look unflattering against my skin tone. Anyway, it's just a baby tee in a yellow color. It says Amalfi Coast in what I've been calling the collegiate kind of style font, in a navy color on the front. I just think it's a very simple, cute and simple t-shirt. And then there were shorts in the store that were like exactly matching. There were some different styles of shorts, but I ended up getting these ones just because they had pockets as well, and so I felt like it was a bit more practical. They had some that were a little bit more cutesy, but I felt like if I rolled these down, they'd be cute anyway, because the other shorts were a little bit shorter, and usually I go for like the most short shorts available, but I just really wanted to get these ones because these were the ones that had pockets. So after umming and ahhing for ages, I did end up getting the more like boxy style shorts. But yeah, I just think that this is going to be a super cute set together, like little butter yellow shorts and top. That as a set I think is really cute, and I'm excited to wear it. I don't know where I'm going to wear it to, probably as PJs, but I will be smiling when I'm wearing those PJs because I'll be remembering my time in the Amalfi Coast. So yeah, I wish this said something on the bottom, because I know that at the Bondi store in Sydney they have shorts that say Bondi on the bottom, so I wish this kind of like said Italy or Amalfi Coast or something, but it's fine. They're just like plain yellow shorts, and it probably makes them more versatile and like wearable. Like these shorts, I could objectively wear them with this top and it'd be like cute and casual. I don't know, it might not be a normal like city outfit in other countries, but Australia is a very casual cultural place. What am I even saying? The culture of Australians is very casual, so it's not weird to wear shorts like this out to the city. They're just like comfy sweat shorts, yeah, and like yeah, I could wear them to bed, but also it's not embarrassing to wear these like anywhere. Like it's very casual here. So I could wear this to the beach, I could wear this to the city, I could wear this around the house. It's not like that wild. I'll definitely get you sad of those. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip of water because I'm super yapping. If you're wondering where my water bottle's from, it's custom. It's a custom Lululemon water bottle, and I got it from Melbourne. It's so cute. And my Smisky, Maple asked me today where my Smisky's from, as in like what series it is. It's series 2. He's like the pushing one. He's so cute. Anyway, I chose this little like koala doing yoga for the bottom of my water bottle. I love him. Anyway. Next. Okay. So this is a box that, I don't know if I showed this in a previous haul. It used to have little chocolates in it from Angelina, which is a cafe that we went to in Paris. I think I bought this at the Palace of Versailles. Anyway, in here I have this little headscarf that I wore while we were in the Vatican. I like put this over my head and I felt really cutesy in it. I did this. But like honestly, I feel cutesy, but I don't look very cutesy. Some people pull this off. I think that you're supposed to have a little bit of hair up the front, but I never look good doing that. Like, that's not that cute. I just look, I don't know how people pull it off. Like, that's not that cute, right? I don't know, maybe it is. If you have ideas on how I should wear this, let me know, but I just bought this in the Rome Brandy Melville and I thought it would be cute. Tell me how to wear it though. That's that. And I like the print on it. It's like white and it kind of matches with the other stuff that I got, I feel. I feel like everything from Brandy just goes with everything else from Brandy. It's like a giant triangle kind of headscarf. Anyway, so I just do a speed run of all these little like badges I got. I'm not going to explain them. I'm just going to like hold them up one at a time. Some of them might be doubles, but these are all the little badges I got. There's so many. I'm going to hold them up the wrong way just so that I can show them to you faster. That's cute. I like the zebra print one. I'm just going to throw them all in the cup, and then I'll have a mug full of badges. Sorry, my hands are super shaky. They're usually not too shaky, but I feel like I'm like in a hurry. Oh my gosh, I have to show you them all really quickly. While I'm showing you this, if you want to follow me anywhere, you can follow me on any social media platform. I'm usually at Titch 20. If I'm not on the platform, then I'd be surprised because I'm on like most things. I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, Visco, all the spots, Flickr even. If I'm not on a platform, I don't know, let me know. Maybe I haven't even heard of the platform before. Maybe I can hop onto it. Something else I want to say is, oops, I haven't talked about this on my channel for ages, but I do have a paid only subscribers section of my channel. If you are interested in seeing more content from me that is like members only, you can subscribe to that to see more like exclusive content from me. But you don't have to, because I'll always make regular content here on YouTube for free as per usual. There's just like additional content over there if you want to see even more of me, but I'm usually pretty active on YouTube. I kind of go in spurts, like of being super duper active and then disappearing again. So if you want to see more from me, you can follow me on down below. There's like a little join button if you want to subscribe, like extra subscribe. But you don't have to financially support me, of course. You can just follow me as per usual, and I will always be here. I'm always grateful for you guys watching, because, you know, it's your choice to subscribe. These are lots of like music related ones. Can't remember if that's a double. Anyway, this is a super popular print at the moment. I saw that was on a t-shirt and on a tote bag as well. I don't know if that one's a double as well. I wish they did more of their t-shirt prints on the pins, because like this one is a t-shirt that I got. I love this t-shirt and I love that they made a pin of it. But I wish I had a pin of like the Meet Me in New York style. That'd be fun. Anyway, is it gonna focus? There we go. I also will show you guys the stickers I got in a moment as well, but this is just like all the accessories. And yes, there's a lot of pins. I know it's because we went to a lot of different brandies, as you can imagine, all over Europe, and so we just collected different ones at each store. I asked at every single brandy, that's a double. I asked at every single brandy if they had the perfume, and every single one said no, and I was bummed the whole time. However, recently I went to, not that recently, maybe like 2 months ago now, I went to the Brandy Melville in Melbourne, which is another city in Australia, and they had a bunch of used up Chanel, I think it was Chanel Chance, on their windowsill. So that must be the scent that they use at that Brandy Melville. But I've always wanted to get like the Brandy Melville perfume, you know what I mean? I feel like that's a double, and I feel like that's a double too, because we've already talked about that. But yeah, I really, really want to get like the brandy one. While we were in Europe, I was hunting to get like the dupe. There's an Italian perfume brand. It's called like, oh gosh, I've already forgotten. Nina or something. Anyway, I was searching for it in every Italian pharmacy we went into. I tried to see if they had Nina, I think it's called Nina Pool Party. I could be wrong, but you can check on TikTok and you'll see it. But I couldn't find that perfume in any pharmacy. It was such a bummer. So I'm still on the lookout for that. I don't know how to get it to Australia though, because I emailed the brand of that specific perfume and they never replied to me, and it's all in Italian on their website, and they seem to not ship to Australia. Anyway, that's half a cup full of pins. Let me show you the stickers. I do have some more pins that I want to show you really quickly. I got 3 pins from the St. George Cafe, which is in England, but I didn't show that in the England part of the haul because this is, I guess, accessories. But they're all literally the same. They're like the same, you know, St. George print that's on like all the St. George London stuff. They just say St. George. And then this is a business card. Oh, I have a couple of brandy business cards actually. I don't know what this is. I feel like this is a, oh, these are perfumes that I sprayed. I think that's a perfume that like a perfume shop that I went to. I don't really remember that now. In Rome? Actually, I do. It was like, there was a really bougie perfume shop that we went into. So that's a business card from it. And I sprayed a perfume on it, but didn't change my life, so I'm not going to buy the perfume. It was like very expensive perfume. So, you know, you better love it if you're going to get it. Are these the same business card? No, these are 2 business cards from 2 different brandies that I picked up while we were there. Let me show you some stickers. This is another business card of a different brandy we went to while we were there. And then for stickers, I have like a whole stack, but I'll just show you one of each sticker. So that one's that. Little radio silence one. They always do radio silence. This is of the shirt that I got while I was in England. Love that one so much. This one's pretty simple. It's just an American flag. It says New York 1984. This one's a Southside Guitars with the classic guitar playing dinosaur. We've got this Nantucket Island, Massachusetts. I'm not saying that properly. And I got that in another color as well, in the blue, and also in the darker blue, like almost navy, but not really. Cobalt blue, This one's a radio silence one that is super cool with the like checkered print on it. This one is an American flag one. This is basic. This is no, not like this is basic, but this is like heaps of brandy. So this is a very readily available kind of flag. This one I got heaps of. This Nashville one, Nashville tour 1997. A lot of the girls at these brandies were super generous with like giving us heaps and heaps of these stickers. More of these radio silence ones. What else? This one says Southside Guitars on it. I feel like I've picked up some of those in Sydney, and then these are more radio silence ones. So yeah, those are all the stickers I have to share with you guys. I know I have heaps of stickers somewhere from the London pizza shop, because I have heaps of them that say Chill Since London, but I don't know where those are at the moment. But other than that, that is finally the end of my Brandy Melville Europe haul. I am sweating after showing all that stuff. Imagine if this was a try-on haul. I'm sorry that it wasn't a try-on haul. I know that everyone likes a try-on haul, but brandy clothes are pretty simple, so I feel like it's not difficult to imagine how they would fit. And I think that if this was a try-on haul, we might never see this haul, because I don't know if I would ever honestly get around to that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe down below, or as I mentioned, you can join down below. Follow me everywhere at Titch20, and I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Brandy Melville Asia trip this year, probably. Maybe some more European places as well. I have a lot of travel plans for 2026, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, catch you next time. Bye.